Yo, what is up, everybody? It's your boy Frank No here to give you a massive dose of inspiration and motivation. You know how we roll on this channel. We go big, we push boundaries, and we prove that anything is possible if you're willing to put in the work. Today is no different. Get ready to have your mind blown because we're about to dive into the incredible stories of 5 self-made millionaires who started with absolutely nothing. We're talking zero connection, zero handouts, just pure hustle and determination. These are the kind of stories that make you want to jump out of your seat, chase your dreams, and say screw it to anyone who doubts you. These 5 individuals, they didn't let their circumstances define them. They didn't wait for some magical opportunity to fall into their laps. Nah, they created their own luck. They saw a chance and they took it. They hustled harder than everyone else. They learned from their failures and they never ever gave up. By the end of this video, you're going to be fired up and ready to conquer the world. We're going to break down their journeys step by step, uncover the secrets to their success, and show you that if they can make it, so can you. So buckle up, smash that like button, and get ready to be inspired. This is about to get epic. First up, we got Ethan Carter. Picture this, small-town kid, big city dreams. Ethan knew he was destined for something bigger, but there was just one problem. He was stuck in a place where opportunities seemed few and far between. But Ethan wasn't about to let his zip code define his future. He had this burning ambition, this drive to prove everyone wrong. And you know what? He had something even more valuable than a fancy degree or rich parents. He had the internet. With zero connections and barely enough cash to his name, Ethan scraped together enough money to buy a beat-up old laptop. This wasn't some high-tech, top-of-the-line machine. This was a hand-me-down, held together by duct tape kind of laptop. But for Ethan, it was a portal to a world of possibilities. He realized that the internet was a goldmine of knowledge, and he was determined to mine it for everything it was worth. Ethan spent countless hours, late nights and early mornings glued to that screen. He wasn't watching cat videos or scrolling through social media. No, he was on a mission. He was devouring every book, every article, every YouTube video he could find on digital marketing. He absorbed information like a sponge, soaking up knowledge about SEO, social media strategy, content creation, you name it. He wasn't just passively consuming information either. Ethan was putting everything he learned into practice. He started by offering his services for free, taking on any marketing challenge he could find. He knew that the best way to learn was by doing, by getting his hands dirty and experimenting. He built websites, ran social media campaigns, wrote copy and analyzed data, all while working from his tiny bedroom. And slowly but surely, Ethan started to see results. His clients, small businesses and entrepreneurs just like him, were blown away by his dedication and his ability to deliver. Word of mouth spread like wildfire. Next up, we got Jasmine Lee, a force of nature who turned a $500 gamble into a multi-million-dollar empire. See, Jasmine was never one to follow the traditional path. While everyone else was busy stressing about college applications and student loans, Jasmine had other plans. She knew that the traditional education system wasn't for her. She had a burning desire to create something of her own, to be her own boss and to call the shots. But there was one major obstacle standing in her way: money, or rather the lack of it. College dropouts aren't exactly known for having deep pockets, and Jasmine was no exception. All she had to her name was $500, the result of countless odd jobs and tireless saving. It wasn't much, but for Jasmine, it was enough to take a chance on herself. She'd heard whispers about this new platform called Shopify, a website builder that promised to make it easy for anyone to create an online store. Jasmine saw an opportunity, a chance to turn her passion for skincare into a thriving business. She spent weeks researching different products, testing out formulations, and designing a brand that resonated with her vision. Finally, with a mix of excitement and trepidation, Jasmine launched her Shopify store. But instead of the overnight success story she had envisioned, Jasmine was met with crickets. Sales were slow, traffic was almost non-existent, and that initial excitement began to dwindle. Doubt started to creep in, whispering insidious thoughts of failure. But Jasmine refused to let those doubts take root. She knew that success wasn't a sprint, it was a marathon. She rolled up her sleeves, dug deep, and decided to figure out what went wrong. She realized that building a successful online business wasn't just about creating a beautiful website. It was about driving traffic, connecting with customers, and mastering the art of marketing. Jasmine immersed herself in the world of digital advertising. She spent hours studying Facebook ads, dissecting successful campaigns, and learning the intricacies of targeting the right audience. And then, she had a breakthrough. Chapter 3. Marco Ramirez, the real estate renegade. Now let's talk about Marco Ramirez, a true testament to the power of long-term vision and smart investments. Marco didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his mouth. In fact, it was the exact opposite. He saw firsthand the struggles his parents faced, living paycheck to paycheck, always worrying about money. It lit a fire in him, a burning desire to break free from the cycle of financial instability. From a young age, Marco understood that the traditional path, go to school, get a job, work until you're 65, wasn't going to cut it. He knew that real wealth, the kind that provided security and freedom, came from owning assets, not just earning a paycheck. And for Marco, there was one asset that stood out above the rest: real estate. While other kids his age were busy chasing the latest sneakers or video games, Marco was consumed by books about investing, studying the ins and outs of the real estate market. He learned about property values, rental yields, and the power of leverage. He understood that real estate wasn't just about bricks and mortar, it was about building a legacy. As soon as he landed his first real job, Marco put his plan into action. He didn't rush out to buy a fancy car or blow his paycheck on frivolous things. He knew that every dollar he saved was a brick in his future empire. He lived frugally, sharing an apartment with friends, eating ramen noodles more often than he cared to admit, all while meticulously saving every penny he could. Finally, after months of scrimping and saving, Marco had enough for a down payment on a small rental property. Chapter 4: Nina Patel, the Tech Trailblazer. Get ready to be inspired by Nina Patel, a woman who turned a simple yet powerful idea into a multi-million-dollar tech empire. Nina had this incredible vision, a way to make financial literacy accessible and engaging for everyone. She had seen firsthand how a lack of financial knowledge could hold people back, trapping them in a cycle of debt and financial insecurity. She knew that financial literacy was the key to unlocking economic empowerment, and she was determined to create a solution that would revolutionize the way people learned about money. But there was just one small problem. Nina wasn't a coder. She didn't have a background in tech, and the world of app development seemed like an insurmountable challenge. Most people would have given up at this point, dismissing their idea as impossible, but Nina wasn't like most people. She refused to let her lack of technical skills stand in the way of her vision. She knew that she had a killer idea, and she was determined to find a way to bring it to life. So Nina did what any resourceful entrepreneur would do. She networked. She attended tech conferences, joined online communities, and reached out to anyone who would listen. She pitched her idea with passion and conviction, explaining her vision for a user-friendly app that would demystify finance and empower individuals to take control of their money. And then she met them, a group of brilliant, quirky, and incredibly talented software developers who were immediately captivated by Nina's vision and her infectious enthusiasm. They saw the potential in her idea, the power it held to make a real difference in the world. Together, they formed an unstoppable team. Nina, with her business acumen and her deep understanding of the financial world, and the developers, with their technical prowess and their ability to turn lines of code into reality. They spent countless hours brainstorming, designing, and coding, fueled by coffee, creativity, and a shared belief in their mission. Chapter 5, Derek Shaw, the Meme Mastermind. Last but not least, we got Derek Shaw, the guy who turned memes into millions. Derek's story is proof that sometimes the most unexpected paths can lead to extraordinary success. See, Derek had always been the funny guy, the one who could crack a joke at just the right moment and have the whole room in stitches. He understood the power of humor, the way it could connect people from all walks of life. But what Derek didn't realize was that his knack for making people laugh could also be his ticket to financial freedom. At the time, social media was exploding, and with it the rise of memes, those bite-sized pieces of digital culture that spread like wildfire across the internet. Derek, with his finger on the pulse of what was trending and his uncanny ability to create shareable content, saw an opportunity. He realized that memes weren't just silly pictures with captions, they were a powerful form of communication, a way to connect with audiences on a massive scale. While others dismissed memes as a passing fad, Derek saw their potential. He understood that behind the humor lay a sophisticated understanding of online behavior, algorithms, and the psychology of what makes content go viral. He immersed himself in the world of social media marketing, studying the intricacies of platforms like Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. He learned how to leverage hashtags, engage with influencers, and most importantly, how to create content that resonated with his target audience. Derek started by creating and sharing memes on his own social media accounts. He wasn't afraid to experiment, to try new things, and to see what stuck. He developed a keen sense of timing, understanding that the internet had a short attention span and that relevance was key. He learned how to tap into current events, pop culture trends, and universal human experiences, creating memes that were funny, relatable, and undeniably shareable. And then it happened. One of Derek's memes a perfectly timed and hilariously relatable image macro went viral. It was shared by thousands, then tens of thousands, then millions of people across the internet. So there you have it, 5 incredible individuals who defied the odds, shattered expectations, and proved that with enough hustle, anything is possible. These are the stories that inspire, that ignite a fire within you and make you realize that your dreams are closer than you think. Ethan, Jasmine, Marco, Nina, Derek. They all started with nothing but a dream and an unwavering determination to succeed. They didn't let their circumstances define them. They didn't wait for permission or a handout. They took control of their own destinies and they created the lives they always wanted. So what's your excuse? What's holding you back from chasing your dreams? The truth is, there's never going to be a perfect time to start. There will always be obstacles, setbacks, and naysayers, but the difference between those who succeed and those who don't is simple: action. It's about taking that first step, however small it may seem. It's about being willing to learn, to adapt, and to never ever give up. The world is full of opportunities, just waiting for someone with enough passion and determination to seize them. Whether it's in the world of e-commerce, real estate, technology, or even memes, there's a path out there for you. So find your passion, put in the work, and watch as the impossible becomes possible. If this video inspired you, hit the subscribe button.